Up next, the Hohner C2. Stick around. Hi and welcome back. My name is Jose Macias. We are at Alamo Music Center in downtown San Antonio, Texas. If you have any questions or comments, please visit our website at alamomusic.com for any information that you need. So today we have the Corona C2. This is the next model in the Corona series by Hohner, and it is touted by Hohner as its new and improved Corona. Now, why would they call it the new and improved? Well, this is my thought. A few years ago, Hohner moved its production to some of its Coronas, the Corona Classic even, to China, right? They moved some factory stuff and they started producing them there. And many accordion players were none too happy about that when they discovered that their newly bought boxes, which they spent thousands of dollars on, were purchased or made in China, right? So I'm thinking, whether it's true or not, this is Hohner's response to that, because this one is now being manufactured in Germany again. So thank you for that, Hohner, because I myself am an accordion player and appreciate that. For whatever reason, you gave us the option, so thank you. As we take a look at the C2, let's start at the keypad, right, like we do with most, or like we do with all. And we notice here that it's painted black, but we also notice that it is a wooden keypad, which I, as an accordion player, I personally love, although I do own the plastic keypads, right? But this is just, I don't know, it's just a thing that as accordion players like, right? And then we also notice that they have switched out just the regular white buttons for these pearl. Really nice, kind of elegant look to it. And they also say it has like a noise dampening thing, which I don't know, I kind of like the noise personally. I think most accordion players kind of like that little clickety-clack sound. So yeah, the keypad's great. We move on to the grill, and we notice here the grill is a little different. Here's where they kind of, I don't know if it's the new and improved, but this is where it kind of distinguishes itself as the C2, right? We notice that the grill is not like chrome. It is kind of like a smoky, kind of dark finish to it. And it has a different grill lining as well. This one is more of a mesh, kind of see-through. The other one had a little tighter weaving on it. It was kind of white and silver. This one is just, it gives it, I don't know, like a sleek look to it. I like it. Some might not for other technical reasons, right? But which we can get into at some other point. But it looks good. I like it. And you can kind of see like the interior workings of it too, which it gives it another sort of like little peek into the accordion, which is kind of neat, right? So then let's move into, before we move, let's look at the finish. As we notice, this is not the typical celluloid finish that Hohner offers with the Coronas. Here it is more of a custom sort of, it looks like painted, right? Like in sort of coats. And here it comes in red to gold. It comes in green to gold, and here we have the rainbow to silver color, which I personally like. I like this one. And we're in San Antonio, right? And it kind of looks like the Spurs color, so that's kind of cool. So let's move on to the bellow straps. And here, once again, they stick with that sort of kind of blackout that they do. Normally on the Coronas, these are silver, but here they've gone the extra mile or the extra inch, whatever you want to call it, right? They've kind of given it that sort of smoky look that matches the grill. They've even done that with the shoulder straps. We can see that here too, so it really matches up. And they've also gone as far as to do it with the little edgings here on the bellows. So they've really gone out of their way to give it that sort of kind of sleek kind of look, and which I personally like. Even the pins, even those are a little darker. Even the screws, look at all that, right? So nice job, Hohner. I like it. So let's move on to the bellows. Is there anything different? The difference is that they're like blacked out. So I think they call them their stealth kind of look. Stealth bellows, as in like sneaky. So, but yeah, they've done a really good job on this one. I like it. Even though, right, it's basically just like paint and a couple of things. I like it. They've gone the extra mile to make it look cool. So let's move on to here we have the bass strap, right? And here, as with the Corona 2, I believe it started, or maybe even the Compadre. I'll have to take a look at that again. But yes, they've got the roller on it, so it's adjustable. So that's great, right? Let's say your hand is a little smaller, bigger, whatever it may be. You can adjust it to your personal size. And even, well, here too, we noticed, but they had this on the other ones. This sort of like mesh stuff here. I didn't touch on it on the other accordions, but just since we're here, we're looking at it. Even this, I'm even noticing this right now. Even this is normally like a white air button. Here they've even gone that little extra mile to kind of keep with the color tone. So really nice job, Hohner. What else do we have here? We've noticed here, even this, it's simple, like just stenciling. They put the little crown there for Corona, right? Just so you know that it's still Corona. I think that's why they put it there. I don't know. Let me know, Hohner. And here, it has a C2. The C2 also comes with straps, these kinds that you see right here, and a gig bag. And I will say one thing about the gig bag, and this is with all of them. They're a bit snug. I mean, they last to the road, and I can attest to that because I am a traveling musician. But they are a bit snug sometimes with the straps, so Hohner, if you can take a look at that, let me know. You have my number. Also, one thing I wanted to show for those to see, and if we can get a zoom in at some point here. See, right there, it's got the little label, made in Germany. So fear not, people. It shows you right there that these are German-made boxes. Great quality. I would love to own one myself. Maybe I'll purchase one here soon in the future. Now that we looked at it, let's take a listen. Having now played a C2, does it feel any different since Hohner touts it as its professional Corona? Well, my thoughts on that are it plays great. I mean, there's really no complaints. Action is smooth. It's the buttons are evenly leveled. I mean, they're not really high, so there's not a lot of your hands are really close to the keypad. So that's great. I'm not so sure about the noise dampening, but I kind of like I said earlier, that sort of clickety-clack sound as you can personally hear right here. But a lot of accordion players do. So they even go as far as to add that sound. So I kind of like that it has this, right? It comes in two keys, the keys of GCF, which we know as Sol in Spanish, right? Sol, Do, y Fa, and also an F, B flat, E flat, and which we know as Fa. But I was wondering, Hohner, why it doesn't come in the key of E. Can you please let us know? Because I've had questions on why the C2 does not come in E. So that will be something to consider. But who am I? I'm just here reviewing an accordion here at Alamo Music. So let me know. Now that you've heard my thoughts on the Corona C2, and if you are in the market for a diatonic button accordion, and a professional one at that, please visit alamomusic.com. Or if you are in the area, please visit us in person. If you like what you see on these videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.